I'm appalled at what you said on that pod thing. It's disgusting.
This is the After the Show podcast. It's where we get honest and real with yo ass. So sit back, relax, have a blast, because it's time for the After the Show podcast.
Yeah, hello, and welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast. Happy Thursday. Getting to that old weekend.
Woohoo!
Here before you know, it's going to be a great weekend, too. Lots of sunshine. Temperature's going to be in the high 70s. Finally getting our good weather here in South Florida. And then next week, we got a storm. What?
I know, dude. Come on, man.
I am pissed.
Yeah, we'll see hopefully in the next couple of days where this thing winds up going. Could be Tropical Storm Sarah. But gonna be singing that.
Oh, I thought we were going to...
Yeah, storms are brewing
in your eyes.
You're right. It's a great name for a storm, actually.
it
Sarah.
is.
Storms are brewing in your eyes.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
That's my jam.
Worst case scenario could be a Cat 3. Hopefully, gonna come our way.
And it's Wednesday, the Wednesday, the 20th of November.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be this coming week. Yeah, it'd be happening.
Fuck. I'm driving on that day.
Yeah.
I'll literally be driving from Tallahassee back to West Palm on the 20th of November.
I can't move another dinosaur. Shit.
This bitch can't lift a dinosaur?
I can't do it.
I don't think for us, because it looked like it'd be probably more up the Big Bend area. I think for us, we'll just see a little bit of rain. It'd probably just be like a regular storm, but it'd be, wet, nasty, that kind of stuff. So not too bad. And then hopefully gone by Thursday. So what I'm hoping for, because like I said earlier, going to be in Gainesville for the Gator Ole Miss game that Saturday.
My left ankle feels like it's not coming our way.
Okay, good, because I trust your ankle way more than I trust any other meteorologist in town.
Yeah.
Okay.
And please,
What does your ankle think? Where's the storm gonna go? Is it gonna break up over the Yucatan?
I can't speak upon that. It's too early to say, but my ankle is getting vibes of not hitting this area.
Okay,
That's my
well,
left ankle. It does predict the weather at times.
Okay. That makes so many people feel so good.
I
right
feel
now, I'm
better.
Sure. Yeah.
Good. All right. At least we have a little comfort in the moment.
Thank you.
All right, let's see what all we got going on here today. A couple of comments on things from the show. Talking a little bit about the cost of consumer items, how some things have gone up. A few things have gone down, but things like your eggs, crazy what's going on with that. Jaber was ranting about soda earlier. And Ann said when it comes to price increases, the place where I see it hits the hardest is the pet section. Last year I was paying $12 for a huge tub of litter for my cats, and it's now $20.
Oh, yeah. When I was watching cat sitting for my sister and for my friends, I bought some cat food, and holy shit, it was not cheap.
Yeah.
It's the cat community, the dog community.
Okay.
I'm sure the hamster world's not doing great either.
Hitting it hard. Yeah. And Jaybird, or another Jason, he said, watch Ultimate Cheapskates on YouTube. It's going to show you how to save money.
Okay. Yeah, there's certain spots like you've mentioned in Aldi before. I get messages from the good people who say Aldi is good for certain items. I know I talk shit about Walmart, but Walmart as well has got good deals. And I'm talking about stuff that's that prepackaged stuff, like your ketchups or your sodas. Not anything that you'd get in a deli, but that kind of stuff you can get cheaper at this kind of stores. Okay. I don't know if you've heard that kind of buzz on the streets, Virginia.
I like Aldi.
And you think the prices are cheap?
I do. So the problem with Aldi is they don't have the selection of a Publix, of a Walmart. They have a limited amount of stuff. And I'm sorry, Aldi, your Clancy store brand of items, 80% of the time is shit. It's terrible. It's unedible. But they do sometimes have brand name stuff, like a Butterball turkey at Thanksgiving that I got last year was 99 cents a pound for turkey. I buy turkey every year. I know the cost of turkey, 99 cents a pound for the Thanksgiving turkey is excellent. And it was a butterball.
That's a hell of an endorsement.
Yeah.
Your Clancy brand can actually suck a dick.
The first half of that commercial, if that was a
But
commercial.
they do have other brand name stuff. They have brand name butter. They have some brand name milk products. They have Gatorade. Their liquor is shit. Their wine is garbage. Their
Really?
beer is trash.
You are not at
They
all.
are not doing well with the alcohol at Aldi. Do not buy your booze from Aldi.
I'm telling you right now, that is not a good sell job for Aldi.
Look, I'm telling you, Aldi is great, but it's only for specific things, and you can't get everything.
That is not. That makes me not want to go to Aldi at all.
You can find some brand name stuff. I can get sometimes brand name candy on a good deal at Aldi.
I'm fucking not going there now.
You just need me to take you and show you, because somebody needs to go show you what Aldi's about, and then you can make your own judgment on whether or not it's worth your time. For me, it is worth my time sometimes.
Shopping with your crazy ass isn't selling it for me either. I'm just kidding. I'm just. I would love to go to Aldi with you, but don't be mad at me. I'm scared.
What?
I was just kidding.
He's such a dick on the radio, but behind the scenes, he's a puppy.
Oh, I know. He's your best friend.
We hang all the time.
What store has the best brand merchandise? Is it Publix? I've heard Trader Joe's stuff is really good. And I've got a buddy that swears by the Kirkland brand stuff that he gets at Costco. He buys their beer, their vodka, everything. He loves Kirkland.
I think Kirkland might be the best.
That's the one at Walmart, right?
I know it's at Costco.
Maybe it is
I think
Costco.
Good Value.
You're right.
Is Walmart.
You're right.
Great Value, Good Value.
I think it's great value for Walmart, and you're right. They make good baked goods. They make good cookies.
Everything is different. Like all these store brands, at some things they excel, and at some things they're shitty. And
Where do you put Publix at?
Publix is pretty good. I prefer Publix pasta to regular name brand pasta. Yeah, I said it.
I think, Publix has, fantastic garlic hummus. Better than any hummus that they do brand name out there in the market. Better than Sabre.
I mean, Publix is
Oh, yeah.
expensive, but Publix, I think their store brand is right up there with the Kirkland.
Well, and they weren't always expensive either.
No, they used to be affordable. Their pasta used to be so affordable.
Yeah, even their Publix pizzas have gone up in price. Their generic shit's almost as much as your store.
Yeah.
80% of the things that I get from Publix now are BOGO. I can't get regular price stuff at Publix. My mind won't let me do it because it's not fair the way their prices have gone up.
I'm not hating on Walmart baked goods. They got good sweets, man.
Some of
Walmart
it.
does?
Some of it. I've also got some shitty stuff from the Walmart bakery.
Well, I mean, you got to know what to scout for.
You do.
Okay.
Walmart got Patty LaBelle sweet potato pie, and
And-
nobody else got that. And you put that in the oven,
Yes.
toast it up a little more because it's kind of undercooked. It needs to go in the oven for a good 10 minutes at 350. Get that thing a little more crispy, and it is divine.
So I asked who has the best store brand merchandise, and Publix is number one. 36% of people say Publix has the best store brand merchandise.
They do.
And then Costco's at 2, right behind it, 30%.
Kirkland.
And then you got to drop a good bit down for Trader Joe's and Walmart tied at 16%. So it sounds like if you're looking for store brand merchandise, Publix, Costco, the two ways to go.
I don't think I argue with that list.
Yeah. From what I've heard, I've had my buddy try to push the Kirkland stuff on me. It seemed fine. I think I had some of the vodka. But Publix stuff I love, though. I think it's great. My daughter's a big fan of the Trader Joe's. And so she's always talking about that. But I just don't know how much saturation they have because they're harder to find.
They are, and they don't have a deep selection of everything. It's a small store, at least the one in Gardens where I go.
And it's a real Swiss picnic to park there.
But you want to talk about good deals on good booze, Trader Joe's. They got wine that is very fine and priced so good.
But you have to park on top of someone else's car to even get a spot.
And you might have to be in a road rage situation when you are trying to leave that parking lot because somebody is going to get froggy.
I went into Trader Joe's and I was confused as fuck.
Yeah.
But not as confused as when I go to Whole Foods. Whole Foods will spin a motherfucker around.
Aldi would spin your ass so hard, you would feel like you were in a washing machine.
Dude, Whole Foods? What the shit? As soon as I get away from the hot bar, it's as if I left the island and I'm swimming and I left my boat and I can't, and sharks are around me.
Look, I do a lot of my work in Whole Foods. I can help you with Whole Foods.
I love their hot bar.
Their hot bar is fantastic, but you better bring your wallet.
It's expensive.
It's not for the everyday man.
I mean,
they don't want the everyday man in Whole Foods.
$35 salad, Kevin.
No, that's a little steep.
Look, I went heavy with the dressing though.
They got a great bakery.
They do.
They got great hot bar.
They have good pizza.
They got good pizza. They got great sushi. They got great booze.
They have good soups.
They got great cheese.
But expensive
But
AF.
you are going to have to take a second mortgage.
I do love a hot bar, man.
I know you
it
do.
gets me going.
They have a hot bar now that is 3 or 4 rows deep, Kevin. At the one over there in downtown at the Gardens, they have so much hot bar.
Yeah. Are they letting you serve yourself, or is
Yes.
it something where they have someone behind?
No, you pack your own hot bar stuff. Now the sushi is not serve yourself. The pizza is somebody working the oven.
Yeah.
Well, that's the reason why I bought a $35 salad because I packed it myself.
They get you on the dressings. You know he has a heavy hand on dressing.
They weigh it.
They weigh the salad.
So I'm thinking, I'm trying to eat healthy. I'm like, all right, I'll get a salad. It'll be cheap.
But it's in a dressing bath.
I mean,
It's like a soup.
I'm like, 35 fucking to what?
Yeah, I've kind of cooled on the hot bars. I was doing that for a while, but I've seen some people picking their hands in there and digging stuff out and eating right off of it. I'm like, you can't trust humans.
At Whole Foods, you've seen this?
Yeah.
Oh, Kevin.
Yeah.
What I like about Whole Foods, there's always a worker like lingering and fixing stuff and cleaning stuff. And it seems to me that they care the most about keeping their hot bar clean. And if you were to fuck around, I feel like one of those employees would catch you and stop you if you were using your hands, or at least at the one at downtown at the Gardens. I can't speak for the one on Palm Beach Lakes Boulevard because that's a little bit more of like a third world country over there. That one's wild.
Yeah.
But the one in downtown at the Gardens is a very pristine Whole Foods.
That was where my wife saw a TV evangelist eating off of the hot bar, and she's like, it was so gross.
Which one?
The one downtown at the Gardens.
Really?
Yeah.
And
that's where she
nobody
saw it.
stopped him?
No.
Which TV evangelist?
It's a dude that has...
Joel Osteen?
No, it wasn't anybody like
hate
that.
him.
He's on TV here, and he pops in town. But yeah, she saw him. She's like, yeah, it was that guy. I'm like, that was the guy that was eating off the hot bar? I was like,
Benny
yeah.
Hinn?
No.
What would Jesus do? He wouldn't eat off the hot bar with his fingers.
Yeah, I don't know. They didn't cover that in the Bible, so I don't think they had hot bars back then.
I will say, though, I trust a Whole Foods hot bar better than I would trust a Golden Corral. Golden Corral
Yeah,
to me
I really don't do any of that stuff. In fact, now I've kind of got to the point with the hot bars. If they have the person, I went into whatever the Sweet Greens or whatever it is in Boca, and they had it's kind of a cold hot bar, but they had it where somebody would come up and they would scoop it for you and hand it to you. I'm like, okay, that's great. To me, I think that's the way it should be done because you can't trust humans. You really can't. I'm like, the food's been sitting out. There's some Neanderthal that has come in here and has picked off of this, and no, I'm good.
I would molest a Shoney's bar, though.
We know you would.
That and a Sizzler's bar.
Remember the hot cheese that they used to have on the Shoney's bar?
Do I?
And it would get a crispy skin on the top, and you'd have to break through it to get the hot cheese beneath.
I was raised on that skin.
Food's just sitting out.
It's disgusting.
It's repulsive.
It really is disgusting. I remember being a little kid seeing flies land on certain parts, but you're little, so you're like, I'm hungry.
You didn't know about the fly larva.
Something happened to where when a fly would land on something, the whole thing was ruined for me. And it's probably a Kevin Ralston story.
Right.
Well, I heard that they either puke or shit immediately.
Yeah,
so
pretty
I don't
much.
want that.
Okay, so if you get a whole pizza and a fly lands on one slice, the middle of one slice, in your opinion, is that whole pizza fucked, or do you just take that one slice
It's
off?
got to go back in the oven.
Yeah, I just take that one little area off.
Okay, so it doesn't ruin the whole pie
I mean, it's
for
not
you.
projectile vomiting all over your whole pie.
Okay. All right, just seeing where you
But
got.
that area, yeah. Yeah, I would go after the rest because, I mean, that's a lot to throw away just for one fly.
What if, it lands on your, you have a 6-inch sub, it lands right on the top of your bread.
Yeah, wherever it was, I'm taking
Kevin's
that
not going
part
to eat
out.
bread.
Good point. Terrible example. It lands on one of your ice cubes.
Ice is gone. Justin had sent an email in. This girl's been dating a guy for 3 weeks, and he was talking about them spending the holidays together. She's like, I don't know, it's a little quick. And she kind of said, yeah, I'm not really feeling that. He's like, look, I'm not trying to invite myself to your families, but I'd love for you to come to my families. And she's like, I don't know, 3 weeks, like sitting there with a family I don't really know. The guy I really have only known for 3 weeks. And Justin said, you know what, look, if you are going to start dating this time of year, you got to expect that these invitations are going to happen. You're going to get them. So that's why, you have cuffing and uncuffing season. Some people want it. Some people want dates to take to their family functions and this and that.
Yeah, to me, it's not a deal breaker by any means. Now, if you don't want to go, I don't think you have to go 3 weeks in, but I don't think you should freak out if someone invites you, especially Thanksgiving. For Thanksgiving, some people open the doors up to people they barely even know to say, come on in.
Yep.
It's the season of giving.
I would recommend, I think she should drive herself or have some out, because that would be the one thing. If you're stuck there and 20, 30 minutes into it, you're uncomfortable or you don't like what's going on, you're like, I really want to get out of here, but he's not going to leave and you're kind of stuck.
I say you go and dress as a turkey.
Okay.
We used to have a KVJ turkey costume. We owned it.
Yeah. We used to own a lot of things, Virginia.
What happened to it?
Used to be's don't count anymore. They just lay on the floor till you sweep them away.
So sad.
One person said, to circle back to the ATS from yesterday, smoking weed and mountain biking. Yeah, baby. Getting your sweat on in nature is pretty nice while stoned, Shauna says.
I'll tell you how you're going to lose that buzz real quick, though, when that mountain lion jumps out at you.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine doing. I mean, to me, I want to have my wits about me. Depending upon, I guess, where you are. But one, you could be dealing with traffic. I want to have full consciousness on that. And the other thing, too, even if you're on a mountain, I know somebody that took a tumble mountain biking. We're in the hospital for like months. They've messed themselves up big time.
There's that show called I Shouldn't Be Alive, and it's about people who survived these ridiculous just circumstances. And a lot of times it'll be people either biking up in a mountain by themselves or hiking up in a mountain by themselves, and they go down the wrong trail and fall off a cliff or something.
Right.
And they're fucked. Nobody knows where they're at.
Right.
Mountain lions are trying to eat their ass.
I don't know what possess anybody to do that.
It's so weird because you see them in the interview and they all have that adrenaline gene. They love to push it to the limits. They want to tackle that mountain.
Yeah.
And then fuck the mountain. They just love it so much.
Okay.
They're they just have that kind of tenacity.
Yeah. So I don't know about that. You might be.
You know what I say? Fuck the mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going on no fucking mountain.
No, and
10 guys died last year trying to climb this mountain. Nah, I'm gonna stay on the ground over here.
They go alone. They always go by themselves, and that's where they screw themselves.
Sounds terrible.
And no one knows where they're at.
Got an email here from Karen. She said, Kevin, I'm dying right now, and I'm so sorry, but your story about being stuck in the hotel room with your parents getting it on was cracking me up. And then you said, if I had to watch it, my kids are going to watch it too. It made me think of a scene from Eastbound and Down, had Will Ferrell in it. I'm pretty sure he was improvising at this point, but it was cracking me up with what he was saying and how I was thinking about you in this situation.
The heat turned up to about 82, so it gets sweaty and hot. My hips thrusting down on Donna, her trying to get away, because she does not like it. When I hear a sound, a rap at the door, my young son Gabriel walks in. My wife says, "No, Gabriel, leave." I say, "No, let the boy watch."
Oh, good God.
That is such a funny show.
Let the boy watch.
And there's that scene is hilarious, but there's also a longer kind of improv scene they let go for about 5 minutes long, and I watch it about every single month because it makes me belly laugh.
Yeah, he goes on, he said, "That's how I learned. That's how my grandpappy learned."
I love Will Ferrell's character in that show. Eastbound and Down is a funny, vulgar show.
Yeah, because they had, what's his name? The guy that was on The Office for a while. He does the Pizza Hut commercials. He was in that scene, and he was cracking up. So, it's probably why they think that Will Ferrell was just improvising there.
Yeah, you're talking about Daryl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The guy who played Daryl on The Office. I got an email here from Abby. She said, yeah, you're talking about the toys that went into the Toy Hall of Fame, and you didn't know of a card game called Phase 10. Let me tell you, it's a really great game. I have the actual game, and I play it on my phone as well. It's a fast-paced strategy game. Highly underrated.
I got a voicemail from my mom about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
She apparently loves that game.
She does. Okay. So is this a game from the old school, maybe?
Maybe.
I never heard
Hey,
of it.
Virginia. Phase 10 is a very good game. It takes all night to play. We used to go to Patty and Howard's house to eat, and they'd cook out and stuff. And we'd play Phase 10 after dinner, and it would take us all night to finish. And sometimes we didn't finish. But it's a long game, and it's very interesting and very cool. And Howard was the winner most of the time. But it was a cool game. And it was a lot of fun. So it deserves being in the Hall of Fame. Just thought I'd let you know.
Okay, well,
I love it.
deserves being in the Hall of Fame. Your mom endorses it, and so does Howard.
Someone's calling me a lot these days. She listens to every minute of the show now.
Not the podcast.
And the podcast.
Oh, no. I'm so sorry, Linda, that my mouth is so dirty.
Every minute. And
Wow.
has
Okay. Love
lots
it.
of comments, lots of contributions.
Good. Well, we need contributions, and we need more listeners.
I
so.
know. I'm glad. I'm mad at her for not ever showing me Phase 10 if she knew about it. And who the fuck is Howard?
First of all, that's an adorable call. Second of all, who the fuck is Howard?
Right. We do need to find out.
We need to get Howard to tell us about the game because apparently he was the dominator
Yeah.
and Howard would win most of the time. So, fuck, I want to hear about it from Howard.
Yeah. Got to figure that out.
Howard had a huge hog.
Oh, he is hung like a donkey.
He had one of those 70s huge hogs.
Patty and Howard. So Patty used to get rocked by Howard's cock. I mean, rocked.
Really?
That's the couple. Patty and Howard.
Does your mom know this for a fact?
I'm just making things up.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, Mom. I told you not to listen to the
That's why
podcast.
she's listening. I'm sorry.
I told her not to, but sorry.
I told my family never to listen.
They still do. It's like the forbidden fruit. They can't help themselves.
Oh, yeah, it is very forbidden.
But to your mom's point, I bet you any money I would love that game. I love those long
Strategy.
drawn out, yes, like your Risk, like your Monopolies.
Phase 10, y'all. Maybe we should be trying it.
Okay. I'm intrigued. That's quite an endorsement your mom just gave.
Poker can go on for a while too. That's another fun long game that can go on all night.
Card games are great, honestly.
love 'em.
Yeah, my wife's family is into the card games, and we did a lot of that during the pandemic, and it was awesome. Like, card games are really a lot of fun.
Especially if you only bet X amount of money. If you're only putting $50 in to kind of play in and you know that's all you can lose, or even $20.
Yeah.
It's fun knowing someone can walk away with a little pot of money there. It makes it fun.
Yeah. Thing I've not heard an endorsement of yet is the new episode of Yellowstone and how they handled Dutton's demise. Apparently, a lot of people were curious because the ratings on it pretty good. Yellowstone, on all of its broadcast platforms, had 13.6 million viewers. It's a pretty good number for a
pretty
TV
good,
show.
yeah.
Yeah, it's really good.
Even without Kevin Costner there.
Yeah.
You probably want to check it out, give it a chance.
Yeah, so I'm waiting. I'm not going to watch it until the whole season's over and people are like, oh, they did a great job. It's awesome. Go watch it.
Okay.
When I find that out, then I'm going to go check it out. So, and I got to get through football season 2. And there's so many other things. Jaybird was even talking about, like, hey, you really got to watch that Eastbound and Down. I'm like, yep, I've had that on the list for a while that we just played the clip from.
With Danny McBride, and not
Yeah.
only that one, there's another series he's in called Vice Principals, which is almost just as funny as
Yeah.
Eastbound and Down. That's only 2 seasons long.
Yeah.
And these are episodes that are under 30 minutes.
Do they play the song Eastbound and Down, I'm loading up and trucking?
They do not. Not to my knowledge, no.
Sure, it's maybe where it came from.
You know they play that at every FSU game?
Did not know that.
That's their thing.
Well, it's a Burt Reynolds movie, and so Burt Reynolds went to Florida State.
So I was sitting in the box watching an FSU game, and I'm singing every word. And
Yeah.
these 19-year-old girls look at me and they go, how do you know this song? You didn't go here. And I was like, bitch, this is an old-ass song. I've been singing this since the 80s.
They think it was
They
made for
think
Florida State.
it's a Florida State song and that it's only about them. They had no idea it was a hit song and a movie and all that.
I highly recommend Eastbound and Down. It's got that kind of humor me and you like.
Yeah.
It's vulgar and it's, you know.
Well, that clip that I saw of Will Ferrell, oh my gosh, yeah, that's my speed.
That
Let
character.
the boy watch.
Yeah, that character is awesome. That's such a funny show.
Yeah, so really good ratings on that. A couple other shows are coming up, too. There's just so much stuff that they're always throwing at you, trying to keep track of all of it. There was a show that I watched on Netflix. I liked the first season. It was called The Night Agent. And it's a cute thing. He's a CIA agent. She's a cute girl. It's a damsel in distress. And, you know, they kind of work together on stuff. That's going to be coming back. In fact, its first season did so well. It was the most watched show of 2023 and the 7th most watched English language show in Netflix history. I didn't realize it was that big, and it's back on January 23rd. If you know what that is.
Are you guys getting excited for that is it Wiccan? Is it the
Wicked.
Wicked?
The movie.
Yeah, are you
with
getting-
Ariana Grande. Yes, Magnolia has already pre-purchased our tickets because we're going to go see it. I believe it's the week of Thanksgiving.
Is that about the mean witch? Is that a story about her?
So it's the musical Wicked that is about all the witches.
Okay.
And it goes into that whole backstory that you never saw in The Wizard of Oz.
Holy shit, are they promote? That thing is everywhere.
It's been a musical for a long, long time. It was a hugely successful musical. Kristen Chenoweth was in it on Broadway for many years, and it is the shit. My daughter, Magnolia, it's her favorite Broadway musical of all time.
I'm a big Wizard of Oz fan. I love that movie.
You
I
probably
love the whole
love
thing.
Wicked.
Would I like that shit?
I think you would.
Mm-hmm. I've heard they're throwing everything at it, and it's got 2 colors. What is it? It's green and is it black or pink? I don't know. There's one which has one color. I think green
There's
is definitely
Glinda
one of
the
them.
Good Witch.
Yeah, and that's how they're marketing it too. Is like people are doing the nail polish of the 2 different colors.
Okay.
And yeah, I know that for whatever it is, my TV, whenever you have it paused or whatever, and it'll go to a screensaver. That's what it is. It's something from Wicked. So it's absolutely all those little things you don't think about with marketing. When they have a marketing thing, they're like, let's do this. Let's be the screensaver on Xfinity. I'm like, wait, what? So yeah, they've got it all covered.
I'll
they said
be
they're
there.
spending a ton of money on it.
I will give you a full report because I'm going to, I guess, one of the first showings. I don't know. Mag's already booked the tickets.
Okay. And something else to put on your radar, Jaybird, you probably would like this. It's a documentary, D-O-C-K, because we're talking yacht rock. It's going to be on HBO. It's called Music Box, is kind of the technical name of it. It's going to be featuring artists like Kenny Loggins, Michael McDonald, Christopher Cross in it. And it's all about the genre how Yacht Rock was created, and it's going to be coming out on Max on November 29th. Here's the trailer for that.
The term yacht rock emerged from a comedy show.
All of a sudden, this new genre we made up started to get embraced by the world.
Yacht rock. Where's my yacht? I played on all those records.
I always thought it was kind of flattering to be made fun of.
I began to see that it was a kind of backwards way to honor us.
Obviously, it made an impression on somebody.
There you go.
I mean, I just love yacht rock.
Yeah.
I love it.
I was going to say, that's your thing. You might want to check that out.
I will definitely watch that.
Okay, lots of good stuff. Trying to put it all on your radar. Thank you for putting it on ours as well. Send us those emails. Mail at kvjshow.com. You guys have a great Thursday. We're kicking off the weekend here tomorrow. We'll see you then. Goodbye.